I have my little mushroom jar here. I'm going to be doing a full 10 card reading with my mini tarot. Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay, in the situation we have the Ace of Cups. The universe wants to give you a blessing. Okay, you are someone who has a lot of love to give this world and has special gifts that are literally being handed to you. Okay, this comes with love. It comes with a blessing from the divine. See if I can get it to focus a little bit so you can see more detail. But you have the dove at the top coming from like the heavens, and we have all this water. So all this passion, all this love coming forth in the situation. Okay. A challenge coming forward for us is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so this represents how our thoughts and our mind can sometimes keep us prisoner. So for some of us, this could be our mental health. For some of us, this could be, stress. A lot of people are going back to school, going back to work. It could be those fears and that stress of having to deal with things and not wanting to. It could also just be as simply as our thoughts are overtaking too much and we need to spend more time focusing on the things that make us happy and fulfilled. We'll see what the other cards say too. The Foundation. Aha. We have Death. This does not mean death. This means something that needs to die will die and be released, and it represents transformation. So like going into a chrysalis and becoming a butterfly. We have a major change where you've either looked at things differently or you've released a way of your old self and you're ready to walk into a new way of life. So we can't let these old thoughts take over, okay? Because we've let those things die. And we need to continue that so that this beautiful abundance that's meant for us, this universal gift, can go forth and become what we need to become. Okay, in the recent past, okay, Queen of Pentacles. She's come up a couple times for me in readings. She represents earth energy. We are in Capricorn season, so this is very fitting. So this could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. It could just be someone who is very grounded, very secure, somebody who loves nature, someone who's very giving, maybe the mom friend of the group. Just in general, recently you've either spent time with this person or you've become this person. So maybe you've had this period of time where you've gotten to be more grounded in who you are and gotten to know yourself a little better. Or you're spending time in Capricorn season, reflecting on a lot. Your higher power message is reminding you of the cups, okay? The cups from the universe, all right? So it's fine to be focused on things in the earthly plane like pentacles, okay? Making money, the things of the tangible world. But it's reminding you that there's more to life than just that. You are a emotional person as well. This is water sign energy coming forward. That's your Cancer, your Pisces, your Scorpio energies. This represents someone who's very loving, very devoted, very passionate, very caring, very creative. Okay, so the two queens that are the most like mothers are showing up here. Okay, so this is a very loving, kind energy. So we have this spiritual, loving, kind energy in your higher power position here, reminding you that it doesn't matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter how much you give to others, you will always have this beautiful spirit, this beautiful connection. Right? In your near future, you will have to do a lot of carrying burdens. And this definitely happens to a lot of people that have this gift from the universe. Is sometimes we take on the emotions of others, or we feel like we have to carry the weight of other people and their feelings, or the things that maybe people in our family can't do, we're always doing for them. And it's reminding you those burdens will still be there, okay? It's how we choose to deal with them and how we decide which ones are worth the effort and time and which ones aren't. So there's going to be some things, because 10s represent endings. So there's going to be a few things that come forward in your near future where you're going to say no to them finally. And you're going to say, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm making time for me. I'm not going to do that. All right, in the self position, this is interesting because in the challenges, We had the Eight of Swords, which is, you know, being trapped while we could still get out of it, okay? And in the Nine, you're free, but you're trapped by your own thoughts. And this represents, could be mental illness, could be anxiety, could be stress, it could be insomnia. It's all in the mind. And it represents losing sleep over thinking about this too much. So you're overthinking something, you're putting too much pressure on yourself, and you don't need to. Again, you're not responsible for everybody else. Okay? That's not it. You need to take a break. You're being way too hard on yourself. Okay? In your environment, what's around you, messages have been sent and are being sent out, and you're going to hear things soon. So I don't know if you're waiting to hear from someone about something, whether it's a job or a family member, but you're going to be hearing back soon, and all the messages and things you've said or sent out have hit their mark. Okay, so what's needed to be said has been said. All right, and your hopes and fears, you're hoping that some things that you've started are going to bear fruit. So recently, I look at it like if you planted seeds in a garden, you're looking forward to that bearing fruit and being able to use them. So you've either started a project or started something that's going to give you abundance in some way, and you're really hopeful about this. And your outcome, Two of Swords. It's going to come down to a choice, this or that, okay? And it's interesting because we have two blindfolded figures in our thoughts, and this is going to be about a choice you have to make in your mind, a decision, and it could be about this thing you've planted seeds in. That's going to bring about abundance. And again, it could be about which burdens you're going to take on and which ones you're not. And it could be something uniquely to just your situation where you're going to have to decide, which way do I want to go with this? You're putting the emotions behind you about it, and you're trying to be very logical in that decision. Okay, you're going to be very logical. So I'm going to pull one clarifier card, advice from the universe on what you should do. Oh my gosh. Ace of Swords. It's going to come to you. The answer is going to be very clear, crystal clear. And since you have two aces here, don't worry so much. There's so much is going to be so clear to you. And it's almost like the universe is just going to say it to you. And you're going to go, that's what I have to do. So trust in that. Okay. Don't stress so much, because I don't want you feeling this way. Okay. We need to get to feeling victorious and strong. That's where you're meant to be.